Chris Christie was on television over the weekend. It was part of this came out of his 2-hour campaign kickoff in New Hampshire last week. And at that event, he said, and I quote, "Let me tell you something, everybody. The grift in this family is breathtaking." He's talking about Trump. It's breathtaking. Jared Kushner and Ivanka Kushner walking out of the White House, and 2 months later, they get $2 billion from the Saudis. That's your money. That's your money he stole. And you know what that makes us? A banana republic. That's what it makes us. You think it's because he's some kind of investment genius? Or do you think it's because he was sitting next to the President of the United States for 4 years doing favors for the Saudis? Yeah. But what's even weirder is the story about why Chris Christie is feuding with Jared Kushner. Chris Christie wanted to be Attorney General. Jared Kushner kiboshed that. Chris Christie was the head of Trump's transition team. Jared Kushner fired him, got him out of the administration. Why? Well, it turns out Jared Kushner's family was in a court dispute. They were fighting over money, and Jared's dad, Charlie Kushner, his own sister had agreed to testify about his illegal activities. So he decides he's going to take down his sister. This is Jared's dad. He's going to take down his sister. So he hires a prostitute to fake a flat tire near the home of his sister's husband. His sister drives by, sees this woman in distress, helps her fix the tire. She invites him back to the hotel room where Charlie Kushner, Jared's dad, had installed a hidden camera, and he records the fun. She seduces his brother, brother-in-law, excuse me. And Kushner sends that recording to her or gives it to her during a family gathering. This, by the way, led to his conviction for witness tampering. And who prosecuted him? Chris Christie. Here's where it gets really weird. Charlie Kushner, Jared's dad, thought about sending that tape of his brother-in-law having sex with a hooker, thought about sending that to his sister's children as well. And the people who talked him out of it were the mobsters that he hired to do the recording. When mobsters have a higher ethical standard than, your dad, in this case, Charlie Kushner, there's something wrong in the family, right? The thugs had more scruples than Jared's dad. Chris Christie later said, "It was one of the most loathsome, disgusting tribes that I prosecuted when I was U.S. attorney." But, the fact of the matter is that Trump has bigger problems than just Chris Christie's condemning him. He's got the entire justice system coming after him. He's got Georgia coming after him. Fani Willis is going to be taking him down. He's got Jack Smith still has a grand jury active and operating in Washington, D.C., and maybe one in New Jersey. Nobody's really sure, because some of these crimes occurred in New Jersey as well, at Bedminster. But certainly in Washington, D.C., multiple crimes were committed. And Jack Smith has taken the gloves off. This is going to get fascinating. And at the same time, I keep telling you, this is the end of Trump. At the same time, even though he's leading the polls, I know all that stuff, but at the same time, institutional Republicans, the larger Republican Party, is starting to turn away from Trump. They're getting that he not only is toxic, not only is a criminal, not only is a sociopath and a liar, but he's actually losing elections for them. That's the ultimate sin.